Hey yo, intro check, let's go!
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got this style for me. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut.
Hey, what's up? If you like this video, you know what to do. Go ahead and slash that like button. And also, please, if you like what I do and the content I produce and you want to get down with the family, you know what to do. Annihilate that subscribe button. Also, hit that post notification bell. And while you're at it, leave me comments down below. And oh yeah, by the way, welcome back. My name is Mark. Let's go. Hey yo, Rem Digga, Miyagi, you're next up on the docket. But before we jump into this reaction, huge shout out to... Okay, so we have Rem Digga and Miyagi versus the people. In their case, we're trying to see if this song, if the verdict is going to be if this is a bop or if this is a flop. Now, you guys know how I feel about Rem Digga and Miyagi. You guys know how I stand them, how I go hard for them. So I already know this is about to be a bop. So we about to skip all the pleasantries and the semantics and just jump straight into this reaction. So let's hear how it sounds. Ooh, okay. Okay, so already 24 seconds in, what I do love about this is I love the whole introduction part of this track. It reminds me of like an interlude, like if you were to listen to like how old CDs, and even if you want to sit there and take it a step further of how like when you hear music, since we all transformed to like the digital age where everything like is being streamed now, and like a lot of albums are being released through like Amazon Music, Apple Music, Google Play, like things like that. It reminded me of like an interlude for a track, like, you know, like the introduction for the track that's about to happen next, if that makes sense to you, like how you used to hear on like CDs and things like that. So I love how that took that effect at the beginning, but let's get back into it.
Глаза так жадно вгрызлись в лист, пожеванный лесок. Давай, принцесса, улыбнись, потом в душе от этих строк. Ты знаешь, киса мимо не стреляет, это писанина. Моя киса рыба, моя мила дива, фифа прима. Опасный взгляд лишает языка. Я так хочу, чтобы со мной ты все решала наугад. Чтобы закрыла ты глаза и падала назад. Сзади рядом я, суперстар, Бадаландабад.
Okay, I love how Rem Digga, when he first started rapping, I love how he sat in the pocket like that. He was very patient and was like really like ease riding on that beat, the way his flow was going. And like I said, this is why I love Rem Digga, because he's able to manipulate his voice so well and adapt it. Like I said, chameleon, like he's able to sit there and do that on so many different tracks where he doesn't sound the same and he's not a one-trick pony. And I love that. Let's get back into it.
Опасный взгляд лишает языка. Я так хочу, чтобы со мной ты все решала наугад. Чтобы закрыла ты глаза и падала назад. Сзади рядом я, суперстар, Бадаландабад. Здесь чем тебя развлечь, мне есть чем. Как боровой кодом рулычу моя, и попадешь ты в мой плен. Устал я от вечных проблем. Пока я буду для тебя читать, пусть платье падает вниз с плеч до самых колен. Тут прямо вниз, ма. Не думай плохо, улыбнись, ма. Давай пошлем все то, что усложняет жизнь. Пусть будет мертвым груз будней черных, пока тут крутишь попой, будто кобра.
And I just want to say that part where I was dancing at, that was dope. I loved the way he attacked that and the way he hit it. It was, and the way that it was infused with the singing part, dope. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I love stuff like that. Let's take it back.
Давай пошлем все то, что усложняет жизнь. Пусть будет мертвым груз будней черных, пока тут крутишь попой, будто кобра, пока твои целуют бедра.
want to say that Miyagi, he has like the perfect pitch and tone for this course and this hook and for this beat just in general, because I love the way his voice sounds on here. But let's get back into it.
Полюбила эту песню. Я бесконечно так рад, расслабься, киса. Может, коньяк, текила, война. Я супермистер, я чемпион, и этот волнаж. Выкинь свой список, тебе больше не нужен лайнап. Твои бедра двигают в такт, двигают в такт. Пока стреляет громко Кинг Майк, обойма крик-клак. Я и сам Кинг Крок, motherfucker снизов. Железный стрит-флоу, оригинал скилл-бит. Все, нахуй спинов. Я тут рок-мил, в том жадно ловишь экспромт-стиль. Мать его, кайфую, сам стынет, веришь, нет кровь в жилах. Агроном, бита, микрофон, килла, дигга. Но я свой, видишь, крокодил, злой в книгах. Твой взгляд горит во тьме, ему шепчу я, мне пора. Он говорит, нет, что мы заварили здесь с тобою, это больше, чем концерт.
And whoever did this and blended their voices together, amazing. I love how they cross reference that with having Rem Digga and Miyagi and fusing their voices together, where Rem Digga is rapping and flowing and then Miyagi is doing the singing and the ballad, and the way that they fused that, amazing. I loved it. Let's take it back a little bit.
Твой взгляд горит во тьме, ему шепчу я, мне пора. Он говорит, нет, что мы заварили здесь с тобою, это больше, чем концерт. И как ножиком по сердцу твои слезы на лице. Я не знаю тот рецепт, чтобы мы остались тут. Чертовый уютный клуб, еще только 5 минут. Спрятать знаешь не могу, но стоит таймер на бегу. Прости, отпусти.
This wife was born here with love. Goodbye, my redemption song. Yeah. This wife was born here with love. Goodbye, my redemption song. This vibe was born here with.
And I wanted to point out that I also love that Miyagi, in a way, in my personal opinion, is almost giving like an R&B flair and vibe to that chorus and that hook part of the track. I love that part of it too, because it's given a different dimension. It's given it like an added dimension to the track, and I like that. And I like the direction that it's going in and the fusion with the rap and R&B type flair and style. Let's get back into it.
Love, goodbye, my redemption song. Yeah, this vibe was born here with love. Goodbye, my redemption song.
I like that. That was dope. Okay, so let's quickly talk about Rem Digga and Miyagi. Okay, so the verdict is this was definitely a bop. I loved everything about it. Like I said, when Rem Digga and Miyagi gets on a track together, you already know it's going to be bananas. You already know it's going to be berserk. I just love their chemistry together. And like I said, when you add Andy Panda into the mix as well, it just takes the tracks that they do to extreme and unmeasurable heights, because they just get it and they kill it. Like, I just love Rem Digga's musical prowess, especially when it comes to rapping. I love his flow. I love his attitude. I love his timing. I love his conviction. I love the way he sits in the pockets too of the beats. Like, his timing is and accuracy is so on point. I just love that he just gets it. He knows how to attack tracks. He knows when to change up the flow. He knows when to go fast. He knows when to slow it down. He knows when to just ride the beat. He's just so amazing at that. And like I said, what I love about Miyagi is because I love how versatile he is as an artist, how he can give you bars and rap, but then also how he can switch it up and then go straight on like ballad and just sing, like, and just go off. Like I said, it reminds me of like, he's like Dappy, which is like a UK artist, or he reminds me of one of my other faves, which is an American artist, which would be Drake. Well, he's from Canada, but he's like played real heavily, so I feel like we kind of adopted him in America, like in the States. But even though he's from Toronto, but I love Drake for that reason because he's so multifaceted and so multidimensional and so versatile as an artist. And I just think that Miyagi has that star quality and that star power that they possess because of how he's able to be so versatile and appeal to so many different lanes and avenues of music. And I just love when him and like I said, when him, Rem Digga, and even like I said, when you throw Andy Panna into the mix, when they go off and they get busy. I loved everything about this track. I thought that they bodied it. So with that being said, let me know what you thought of Miyagi and Andy. I'm not Andy Panda, but Rem Digga and Miyagi in the comments below. And with that being said, please remember to be safe out there. Remember to stay awesome, be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces. Peace.